What's up, guys? Hey, it's your boy Triple R here with another video. You won't believe what happened to me this week. This video might be sensitive. I don't expect all of you to understand it, but I mean, it's a dumb video, right? No, not a dumb. It's a dumb thing that happened to my bed. So I'm at a restaurant, right? And I didn't know. And there's a lot of people dressing this. Actually, I went on like every social media, and pretty much a lot of people are dressing this thing. I didn't even know it was that serious, right? So I'm sitting at a restaurant, and there's obviously he's a male. You know, to me there's only female and male, you know. Because, well, I'm not gonna get into that. It's just, I look like a male, she looks like a female, that's how I describe people. Oh, he looks like a male, it's a male, right? So I did not know, so I told him, oh, he brought the order, right? And then, he left, I was like, oh, thank you, and he left, and then as he was coming, he's like, everything alright? I was like, oh yeah, bro, could I get a cup of water with ice? And he was like, oh shit, and he pointed right here, right at his like little thing that they put at the restaurants, the little things they put right here. I don't know what they're called, whatever. They're name tags, right? And at the bottom it said she and her. I saw it because he pointed right there. And I was like, she or her? I was like, oh, I was like, everything alright? He's like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm actually a she and her. And so I was like, wait, what the? So I tripped out, right? I was like, what do you? Because he got me off guard, right? He's like, yeah, now now you have to refer to us as whatever you see here, right? And I was like, so, and I asked him, like, because at that moment I was like, what the fuck do you mean? So I asked him, like, alright, so if today you wake up as, like, he, would you put he, if tomorrow she, or what do you mean? He's like, no, I'm actually a she, like, I'm just a girl. And I'm like, so I look right there, you know, at my girlfriend, I'm like, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah, can he please get a cup of water? Thank you. And then he walked away, right? Because, like, she obviously talked with, like, a nicer tone, and it's a girl and girl, apparently, right? I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, I didn't even know that. Now you have to look at their tags to refer them, right? And it said his name was, like, he didn't change his name, right? I don't remember what his name was, but it was a boy's name. But at the bottom it says she, her. And so he brought it back, right? And then, so basically we searched it up, and she was like, well, he didn't even explain it because he was upset with me, right? And then we just searched it up. So apparently places are going to start changing in the sense of, like, now everyone's going to have to, like, have it. And so basically, if, like, you know, those people that one day they feel like this thing, one day they feel like another thing, they're going to be able to change it. Which I have no problem with. I don't get involved with those things, right? I was just tripping out, right? I was like, wow, I didn't know this was a thing. This world's getting crazier and crazier out there, you know? Tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I want to be a zebra, so I'm going to put Rolando Zebra. You know, if you call me bro, hey bro, should I read this shit? I'm actually a zebra. Let me know, hey, zebra, I want a cup of water, but it was just crazy, right? I'm not making fun of it. I mean, I respected it. I don't even care, you know? Whatever, like, everyone's their own opinion. Because I believe in God, and I mean, I grew up in a religion, right? I don't think that's right, but I mean, everyone can do whatever they want. Everyone knows, and if whether you think you're right or wrong, you know, you understand, it's your problem, right? But yeah, I was like, damn, that's crazy. And I was gonna post about it, but I was like, no, this is stupid. If I post about it, it's me giving attention to something I don't, whether I agree with it or not, something, I mean, it's nothing to do with me, right? So I just let it go, right? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video about that. You know, I'm gonna tell how this crazy shit happened to me. I mean, like, it's not that crazy, maybe. Maybe it had already existed, you know. I just didn't know of it, you know. But then, like I said, as we searched it up, apparently every place is gonna be like that. And now, I had another accident. This happened like a while back, right? A year ago or two. Where I called someone also, like, I think, yeah, it was a guy, right? A gay guy, so I called him, oh, bro, or something. I can't remember. I called him something that you would call a man, like a male, right? A man, yeah. A man, and he's like, oh, you know, refer to me as this, and I mean, literally, I went like that, and I kind of just turned the other way and walked away, right? And, I mean, he got upset, but, I mean, how the hell am I, like, the thing that nowadays you can't, if you see some guys, like, you see him, right? What do you refer as to him? You know, like, hey, girl, or, you know, or a girl who wants to be a guy, what do you refer to her? I mean, this is a very sensitive subject, right? I just thought about it because I was like, oh, this should happen to me like a few times, you know? I never thought it was that serious, right? But apparently it's getting too serious, where I guess now you're going to have to ask before you say something. And this is not offending anyone, you know? I appreciate everyone. To me, everyone, they respect me, I respect them. I was just saying, like, how are we supposed to refer to someone who looks like a man or looks like a girl but wants to be the opposite sex? Like, what do we do? Like, now, like, to talk to someone, are we supposed to, excuse me, what do you want me to refer you as? We've never had that problem, but it seems like we're gonna have that, like, have to go through that barrier. Or not, like, we're gonna have to go through that now. Like, hello, what do you want me to refer you as? Which I'm fine with, you know, or I'm not, I mean, I honestly don't do it. I probably won't do it. Like, ask them, what do you want me to refer as? I'm just saying, like, what are we supposed to do, you know? It's like me if you see me, like, oh, what's up, bro, or like, what's up, man, or something, right? Something to do with the man. Then I turn back and I reply to you, oh, what's up, man, or what's up, bro, or if it's like, oh, hey, how are you, you know, like, actually, there's like no, I thought about it, like, this actually left me thinking, how do you refer as a girl to? Because, like, a boy, you see him, you're like, oh, man, oh, what's up, bro, what's up, man, or how you been, and stuff, right? But a girl, usually, you just like, oh, what's up, or like, hey, how are you, like, a little softer, right? There's not really like, oh, hey, girl, because that's more like girl on girl, to me. I don't know about you, like I said. We all think different, and you also can't get mad how I think. Maybe if you see this and, you know, we don't agree, it's okay. Not agreeing is fine. I mean, something I've learned from billionaires, they said, when you don't agree with someone, that's okay. We live in a country where we should be able to disagree completely. You think that's blue, I think that's purple, or, I mean, well, no, that's actually similar. You think that's green, I think that's blue. And then we argue about it. Okay, why do you think it's green? Why do I think it's purple? Why I think it's green because, look, when the sun hits it, it looks green. I think it's blue because when the sun doesn't hit it, it looks green. And then someone smarter comes in the middle and says, oh, well, okay, this makes sense. Both of you are right. In the day, it looks green. In the night, it looks blue. You know? That's okay. We got to a conclusion. But now the real color is actually red. It's just you look at it from far. And then if you don't want to agree, no, I still think it's this, I still think it's that, you're both right, actually. In the night, it's that color. If you see it in the day, it's going to be that color. If you see it in the night, it's going to be that color, right? But you both, now if you don't agree, now you both are stupid. But if you do, you both understand, hey, everyone's right in the room. You know? So the agreement came to a conclusion, right? Everyone's right. If you see it in the day, it's this color. If you see it in the night, it's that color. And if you see it from far, that's why the optical illusion, whatever it is, right? But we should be able to argue. Now, what we shouldn't be able to do is fight because he thinks it's red, and he thinks it's green, he thinks it's blue. And now I'm going to go shoot him, or I'm going to go like, well, you know, I'm not going to like him anymore, and I'm going to disagree with him on everything else, that he's size 10 and he should wear size 9 because 10 is too big, you know? Because no, we should be able to disagree. That's completely, if you disagree with me, it's okay. Leave it down below what you think. It's okay. But we should always back it up with like a conclusion. Because we're humans beings, we come to the conclusion we should both accept the reality or whatever the problem is we were trying to conclude, right? I believe in that. But I feel like some people don't want to agree at all. Whether they're wrong or right, I don't know, you know, they don't want to agree, and that's not right. You should always want to, you know, once it comes to the conclusion, you should just say, you know what, yeah, that's right. Usually when it's like that, everyone has, I mean, every subject is sensitive now here in the States, but like politics, you know, I mean, I guess they both are right in a sense. But to each other, they're both wrong, both parties, right? But you know what I'm talking about. But everyone has something that is important to them, so that's why they see it. Or, you know, some shit, right? But yeah, I mean, we should completely be able to disagree. That's like a gift we should have. Disagreeing. But then talking about it to come to a conclusion. That's another thing we should be able to do, and in peace. You know, there's no need to like, oh, well, I'm going to start throwing punches because he disagrees. I mean, Most people do that, but then you will never hear his side, and he will never hear your side. So then you both are stupid, because no one give the conclusion. I mean, no one said, well, what was happening, right? And yeah, so I think that was a subject I wanted to touch today, because like I said, I've come across it several times. I just never thought it was like that serious, right? I mean, I'm sure it's getting more serious. And like I said, I don't mind. It doesn't affect me. Yeah, I don't know. Everything has a consequence. You know, if you throw a penny up, you might think, oh, it's going to hit the ground. Well, what if you're walking by and it hits your head? I mean, that obviously is not going to hurt, but like, what I mean is that everything has a consequence, right? Like, reality is that everything you do, whether it's for the good or for the bad, it has either a ripple effect, a good consequence, or bad consequence. And then after that, it follows more and more and more. So when something like, most people say, oh, I have bad luck. No. You wake up, something bad happens, and then the whole day, a lot of relationships happen, right? Like, maybe not so good. Or sometimes something bad happens, then something great happens. Or sometimes the opposite, something good happens, and then little bullshit happen, right? Just a ripple effect. Most of the time, it's followed by whatever happened. If good happened, more better things happen. If bad, more dumb things come up. It's just normal, you know? It's like, it's not that you have bad luck. It's that, you know, something happened and then the whole day you were like, started being a little more negative, whether you feel it or not, but deep down inside you were. Well, things are not going to get any smoother, right? And yeah, that's just how most things are. Because I used to think like, oh, some shit happened today, like some dumb thing, right? And then the whole day other dumb things happened. What I didn't understand is that it was because how I reacted to what happened. I would react negative, dumb, so obviously shit was gonna happen. Now when something happens, I'm like, oh, why did it happen? Okay, maybe for a reason. I mean, I don't know the reason. I mean, I hope it's a good reason. We keep it going, we keep the day going, our life going, the month, the week, whatever, a year. And we just, sounds easy, right? Because maybe nothing's major's happened to me. I'm sure you're going through some shit bad. It's not so easy to take it. Like I'm saying it, right? But you should always try to like look at the positive side. If you're alive, then it's definitely a win. Look at it that way. Oh, I'm very lucky, and it's very, very positive, right? But yeah, look at it from that way, from that angle, and then yeah, life would change completely, right? But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. That's all I wanted to talk about, just my experience and stuff like that. Like I said, I agree with that. No, I don't agree with everyone. Actually, wrong. I don't agree with everyone. But I also want to hear if you think the opposite of me, it's okay. Write it in the comments. It's alright. Like I said, we should all be able to think different. That's good. Thinking different is good. If we all thought the same, I mean, you know, maybe we'd be in heaven, not earth. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Just a little experience I went through. Peace. Your boy Triple R loves you. We're going to bring more content. And stay tuned for the next one, guys. Peace.